Hey guys, today I wanted to play again with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Rivera palette. This is just such a fun palette. The color scheme in it is just so beautiful and it just screams summer. So I want to create a couple of natural looks for you today using this palette. For the first look, I am going to start off with a transition shade. I'm going to use the shade Estate. This first look, this first routine is usually what I do every day when I do wear makeup. It's just the easiest, it's so fast, yet it's super complimentary to the eyes. So we are just building this first shade. I'm blowing it out. I'm not trying to really control this shade. Right here, that's when I go down under to my lower lash line. This step is just so easy to do it while you're already on the same color shade, instead of doing your whole entire top lid and then going back to the lower lash line. That's just so much more time consuming. I'm trying to like get on with my day, you know? Now I'm gonna take the shade Coastline. This is where I start to build more definition. I'm making sure to wiggle off the excess because I did already do my face makeup, so we don't want any fallout on our cheeks. Taking the first brush we used, I'm just blending this out that we have going on already. I'm gonna be taking an angled definer brush. I'm gonna dip into the shade Palm. Basically, just stamp on a V in my outer corner. It's a sideways V. Dip back into Coastline, slightly blend over the Palm brown shade. You can always go back in and add more of the brown. This look is really minimalistic. I only use 3 shadows. It's really easy to achieve. It's not too blown out. I think this is a perfect natural everyday eyeshadow look. So this is what it is looking like with mascara and lashes on. Lashes make such a big difference. Very simple, very feminine, very achievable for an every single day look. For the second look, I want to create a wearable, daytime appropriate halo eye and go in with that transition shade Estate. Taking a slightly smaller buffer crease brush, I'm gonna take the shade Cabana. It's like a mustardy yellow shade almost. It's just a tad more muted. Start out in the crease with this shade, but then I am going to blow it out slightly as well. I'll be taking more of a packer brush and I'm gonna dip that into the Cabana shade. I'm taking more of a packer brush to get more color payoff in these inner and outer corners. Now on a smaller pencil brush, I'm gonna take that Palm shade, the dark brown in the palette, and I am going to stamp this also in my inner and outer corner. Lightly dragging it across to the inner corner just to connect those two sides. I'm gonna do that same halo effect on my lower lash line as well. Now you can totally use concealer, put it on a flat concealer brush and carve out that center piece to make the halo eye look very precise, perfect. But on a day-to-day basis, nobody got time for that. So in the center of my eyelid and the center of my lower lash line, I'm going to use the shade Yacht. It's a very interesting shade. It definitely looks gold in the palette. It's actually described as a mauve that has a lavender shift. It's a very interesting shade, but nonetheless, it's very gorgeous. I did wet the brush just so there's that extra pop of Shazam. Ugh. I don't like these shimmers though. They're so messy, so I know I'm gonna have some fallout. Blend over some of that shimmer with the pencil brush that has the brown shade on it. I don't have my big fluffy face brush with me, so I'm taking just a clean fluffy crease brush and flicking upwards to get rid of that fallout. Okay, here's the second look all finished. Same mascara, same lashes. Still fun, easy to achieve, and yet still wearable and daytime appropriate. The next eye look I'm gonna show you is just gonna be a great basic brown smoky eye. So I'm gonna take the shade Coastline, pack that into my crease. Take a fluffy blender brush and begin to blend that out. I want to bring some of that Monte Carlo right in my crease. Take some Coastline shade and blend on top of that Monte Carlo. Now I'm gonna pack on Palm all over my lid. I'm using the same brush we put Cabana on, I just flipped it over. I'm making sure to first really concentrate the color near my lash line and then slowly moving upwards. Okay, this is how the third look came out. I actually really like this. I think this might be my favorite from what we've done so far. I really like it. I like the corally pink and the brown together. I think it's a really good color combination. I want to do one more look for you. It's still gonna be natural, but now I'm gonna add a pop of color. So that's gonna go ahead and be my last and final look for you. Last look, you guys, I'm gonna take Palm. I'm going to pack this in my crease. I know I'm not starting with a transition shade. Crazy. Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and dip into Coastline. Going back over the brown, and then eventually I'll go back in with Coastline and blend it, and I'll repeat this step quite a few times until I'm satisfied with the look. Putting the Palm shade once again on my lower lash line, and you guessed it, blending it out with Coastline. A lot of these steps are repetitive, but this is how you get the flawless finish, the smooth, soft blend. Now for this fun pop of color moment. I love doing this. I love it. I put it on my lower lash line in my inner corner, but today I'm actually going to put it on my upper lash line. I know I say this wrong, you guys. I know. I just can't say it right. I know it's not cans. You pronounce it, it's different. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the purple shade, okay? Again, you can use concealer and go back in and clean this up, but for me, I don't got time for that in the morning when I'm trying to actually get ready. I only do cut creases when I have the time, and I procrastinate getting ready, so I never have the time. Take the Mediterranean shade. This is such a gorgeous shade. I'm in love with it. I'm going to wet my brush and pack that on top of the purple. This shade and the Seaside shade are so incredibly clumpy though. Be careful. Fallout is waiting to happen. Look at that. Oh. Seriously guys, if you do use this palette, please do your face last, eyes first, because this has mad fallout, and it's even worse because it's glitter. All right, you guys, that completes the final look. I created 4 looks for you guys today. All of them are wearable. All of them are daytime appropriate. This palette is so much fun. There's so much you can do with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really wanted to create this video for those of you who are hesitant in buying a colorful palette. Just do it. It's so much fun. You can still achieve wearable, daytime appropriate looks. And then on the weekends, when you have time for yourself and you just are bored and you want to have fun, go ahead and play with those colorful shades. And once you start playing more and more, you're going to be a lot more confident going out and wearing those colorful shades in public during the daytime. Please don't forget to subscribe. It really does mean a lot, and it shows that you guys are interested in my videos and in my content. I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah!